Hello everyone. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be walking through the different wind zones that come with Zephyr out of the box and explaining a little bit about how to use each one and what they do. To start off, we're going to use the attraction zone. This is the simplest form of a wind zone. It just pulls wind in towards the center, but you can also, using a negative number for the attraction strength, you can push wind away from the center. This is a great way to just push things around with the wind. Right, next we're going to use the constant force zone. This is the second simplest. It just pushes wind in a single direction rather than radially. Again, you can use negative numbers to get the reverse effect. You can use this for any sort of wind that you need to be localized to a specific area. Next, the vortex zone. Kind of works like a tornado. It spins the wind around, but also pushes it in. So you can set your attraction strength, which is how much it pushes the wind back in. Set to 0, you can see the wind particles start to go away, and then -5 will again push things away from the center of the wind zone. You can set your swirl strength, which is the speed at which it rotates around. Even something lower like that would work. Next, we're going to talk about the aerodynamic zone. Now, this is one of the most interesting zones because it's entirely based on the speed of the zone's movement. So, for example, you could put this on a weapon that you want to have your character throw and have the leaves bend in the wind as the weapon zips by. It kind of works like this. You can move it through and it'll push things around. You can set your alignment strength, which is how much wind is pushed along with the direction of the velocity. So that's a higher alignment strength. And your push strength is how much it's pushed away from the center as it moves. So this just gives you that radial effect, if that's set there. Next, we're going to talk about the acceleration zone. This only works with the wind already being active. So I'm going to go ahead and reactivate this. You can see a little bit of wind coming in. All right, and the acceleration zone just sets the velocity of the current wind in a multiplicative way. So right now the acceleration coefficient is set to 0, which means that within this area there will be no wind. This can be useful for setting up interiors or places that may be blocked by the wind, but you can also set this to a higher value to make the wind move faster in a particular area. Lastly, we're going to talk about the funnel zone. Now this works kind of like an acceleration zone and a constant force zone put in the same place. This will change the acceleration of your wind, but also, there we go, change the acceleration of your wind, but also change the direction. So for example, you could put this in an eddy or a place that wind funnels through, and based on the velocity of the wind coming into the area, it'll shoot it through that little tube. You can see as I increase the wind velocity, the velocity of the funnel gets to be higher. I'll set this to a more reasonable number there. There you go. And so now you get that nice flow coming from there into the right side.